The silence inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium was deafening. One kick. That's all it came down to. 44 yards stood between the Falcons and overtime, between heartbreak and hope. Yards that Young-Ho Koo had conquered countless times before, but this time, the ball sailed wide. In an instant, thousands of fans went from holding their breath to burying their faces in their hands. This wasn't just a missed field goal, it felt like a gut punch to a city that has been desperately waiting for redemption. The 2025 season was supposed to be different. Atlanta came in riding the energy of a strong off-season, a reshaped roster, and the belief that the NFC South was finally theirs to take back. But instead, Week 1 delivered a brutal reminder: even the most reliable players, even the ones who built their careers on ice-cold precision, can stumble at the worst possible moment. For Young-Ho Koo, this wasn't just another miss. This was a flashback to a difficult 2024 season, when his once unshakable accuracy faltered. A year where the man once seen as automatic hit just 73.5% of his field goals, a steep fall for someone who once defined consistency. Coaches and fans alike had clung to the hope that he'd bounce back, that the old Pro Bowl version of Koo would reappear. But when the season's first real test came, fate delivered a cruel twist. The miss didn't just cost the Falcons a game, it lit a firestorm of questions. Can Koo regain his old form? Can this team truly lean on him in the moments that matter most? Or is this the beginning of a deeper problem, one that could derail Atlanta's push for a Super Bowl run before it even begins? The Falcons' story in 2025 has only just begun, but already the stage is set for drama, heartbreak, and maybe, just maybe, redemption. The ball didn't just sail wide left. It carried with it the weight of doubt. In one moment, Atlanta's trusted weapon on special teams became the center of a storm. A missed kick in the NFL is never just about the points on the board, it's about something bigger: trust. And once trust cracks, it spreads like wildfire. Head coach Raheem Morris didn't wait long to address it. Less than 24 hours after the game, he stood in front of the media and made a statement that shook the locker room. No sugarcoating. No excuses. He announced that the Falcons would be bringing in other kickers and opening a competition for the job. For a veteran like Young-Ho Koo, a man who had once been the heartbeat of Atlanta's special teams, this wasn't just a challenge. It was a warning. In the NFL, loyalty only lasts as long as consistency, and Morris made it clear: every position must earn its place, every single week. Yes, Koo made 2 other field goals that game. But the one that mattered most, the one that could have saved Atlanta in the final seconds, slipped away. And in the eyes of coaches, that's enough to trigger doubt. That's enough to test patience. This move wasn't just about punishing Koo. It was about setting a tone for the entire team. Atlanta has playoff dreams, maybe even more than that, and in the razor-thin margins of the NFL, a missed kick can be the difference between January football and an early flight home. Now the story shifts to Koo himself. This is a man who has fought his way back before. A Pro Bowl kicker who built his reputation on calm under pressure. A fan favorite who turned clutch kicks into moments of magic. But the NFL is a cold business. Past glory doesn't guarantee tomorrow's job. So here's the question: will this open competition light a fire under Koo, pushing him back into the form that once made him elite? Or will Atlanta decide it's time to move forward, to gamble on fresh legs and a new start at one of football's loneliest positions? This isn't just about a kicker. It's about identity. It's about resilience. And for the Falcons, it could be a turning point, the kind of challenge that either forges a stronger team, or exposes cracks that could haunt them all season long. The Falcons' decision to open the door for competition at kicker is about more than one miss. It's about a team declaring to itself and to the entire league, we will not settle. This franchise is in the middle of a transformation. They've invested in young stars on offense, weapons designed to spark fireworks on Sundays. Their defense, at times, has flashed the kind of dominance fans have been craving for years. But football isn't just about highlight reel catches or bone-crushing sacks. Games are often decided in the quiet moments, the final seconds, the pressure-packed kicks, the battles for field position that don't make the headlines. That's where special teams live. That's where trust is built, or broken. For Young-Ho Koo, the message is clear: rediscover your edge, or someone else will take the job. The Falcons aren't afraid to look elsewhere, whether that means a hungry young kicker with nothing to lose, or a seasoned veteran who's been through these wars before. Because Atlanta knows what's at stake. The NFC South is no longer a division anyone can sleep on. The Buccaneers have a defense that can suffocate. The Saints are always dangerous, no matter the circumstances. And Carolina, though rebuilding, is clawing for respect every single week. In a division where every yard matters, a missed kick isn't just a mistake, it's a shift in momentum, a lost opportunity, and sometimes the difference between first place and last. But there's another layer here: psychology. Kicking is unlike any other role in football. For some, competition is gasoline on the fire, sparking their very best. For others, it becomes a shadow that follows them to every practice, every game, every attempt. Raheem Morris and his staff are walking a fine line: push Koo just hard enough to bring out the killer instinct, but not so hard that confidence collapses. For Falcons fans, this battle at kicker is both nerve-wracking and oddly thrilling. It's a reminder that nothing is promised in the NFL. Every roster spot is earned, every season is a fresh proving ground. And in that way, this story isn't just about Koo, it's about resilience, about the fight to be better, about the relentless pursuit of excellence that defines champions. So what happens next? All eyes will be locked on the competition. Will Koo rise up, silencing the doubt and proving once again why he became one of the league's most trusted legs? Or will someone else step through the door and seize the moment? One thing's certain: Atlanta isn't standing still. They're demanding more. And that demand, that refusal to accept mediocrity, might just be what separates this season from all the heartbreaks of the past. The Falcons' decision to throw open the door at kicker isn't just about one roster spot. It's a message, a declaration that this team will chase excellence at every turn, no matter how uncomfortable the process may be. For the players, it's a reminder that no role is untouchable. For the fans, it's a sign that leadership refuses to let history repeat itself. And for the city of Atlanta, it's a spark, a moment that could either ignite a comeback story or usher in the rise of someone new. The truth is, this battle isn't just about Young-Ho Koo. It's about the identity of the Falcons themselves. Will they be a team that clings to what once worked, or one that adapts, evolves, and refuses to be defined by the past? The NFC South is unforgiving. Every game feels like a knife fight, every point is gold, and every mistake echoes for weeks. In that kind of battlefield, the difference between heartbreak and glory can rest on a single kick. That's why this storyline has become so critical, because it's about more than mechanics, more than stats. It's about resilience. Falcons fans know this team has been through its share of pain. They've watched moments slip away, seen opportunities dissolve in the final minutes. And yet, they also know what it means to fight back, to rise from disappointment, to believe that the next chapter can still be the one where everything changes. So here we are. Koo's story is far from finished. He could respond to this challenge by reclaiming his crown as one of the most clutch kickers in football. Or the Falcons could turn the page and hand the role to someone else, a fresh face tasked with carrying the weight of a franchise desperate to flip its script. One thing is certain: this team isn't backing down. They're learning. They're adapting. They're demanding more of themselves with every snap, every practice, every game. And because of that, the season ahead isn't just football. It's a story waiting to be written, a story filled with tension, grit, and the kind of moments fans will remember for years. Buckle up. The Falcons are just getting started.